Alright, I'm typing this out because I'm still shaking and I need to get this out of my head before I lose it. So last night, my car broke down in the worst possible place, a Wendys parking lot. It was late, around midnight, and the place was completely dead. I had just finished grabbing some food, and when I went to leave, my engine made this horrible grinding sound, and then it just died. I tried restarting it, but nothing. So I figured I'd wait for a tow and call it in. As I'm sitting there, trying to figure out what the hell is wrong with my car, I noticed something weird. The dumpster in the corner of the parking lot behind the building starts shaking. At first, I thought maybe it was an animal or something, but then it starts banging, like something big was inside trying to get out. I keep watching, and after a few seconds, the lid pops open, and then someone climbed out. This guy. I don't even know how to describe him. He was tall, way taller than anyone I've seen, and skinny as hell. His clothes were torn and filthy, covered in something dark. Maybe grease, maybe something else, I don't know. But the way he moved, it wasn't right. His limbs seemed too long, and he moved all jerky, like he hadn't used his muscles in ages. He looked around for a minute like he was scanning the parking lot, and then he spotted me. I should have just locked the doors and stayed still, but for some reason, I couldn't stop staring. I was frozen in place as he slowly started walking towards my car. His face was messed up too. His skin was pale, almost gray, and his eyes were so dark. I couldn't even see where his pupils were. And that grin. He was smiling this crooked, twisted smile like he knew something I didn't. He walked right up to the window of my car, and I finally snapped and locked the doors. But he didn't seem to care. He just stood there staring at me through my window. He started to tap on the glass with his long, bony fingers. I tried not to make eye contact, but he kept tapping over and over, getting louder. And then he spoke. His voice was all wrong, like he hadn't spoken in years. It was slow, and with each word he was struggling. I shook my head, hoping he'd go away, but he didn't. He just kept tapping, harder and harder, until it felt like he was about to break the glass. Then, without warning, he stopped. He stood there for a moment, head cocked to the side, grinning that awful grin, and then he started backing away. Not turning around, just walking backward, never taking his eyes off me. He disappeared behind the dumpster, out of sight. The tow truck finally showed up about 10 minutes later, and I got out of there as fast as I could. I still don't know who or what he wanted. Maybe he was just a junkie wanting some money. I still don't know, and I'm glad I didn't have to find out.